It's Nolan. Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show. I'm feeding the beast inside of me. These niggas can't see me lobotomy. Frequent commodity, please do not speak if you lie to me. Bitch, I'm a king, I'm a sorority. Niggas don't think that they honor me. I got receipts when they follow me. Peep the dichotomy. I'm just increasing my cream like the lottery. Body language, I can read like the library. I been composing like symphony. Simple, I shine like a Tiffany diamond. I dance on these beats like the Tiffany. Rappers try dissing me. That shit gon' tickle me. Switch up the topic. Buzzing in Italy. Flow is enticing. They talk about Sicily. Riddle me this. None of these jokers can match on my focus. You soft as a sofa. You need to be shipped. Homie, I'm working. This shit is a shift. You niggas can't pack my chips. No, they be salty, but water's abundant. This shit get redundant. Just jump off a cliff. Never been hustable. Niggas pull sucker moves. Capping, they word is adjustable. Customer service. My niggas be rushing you. I got you injured. It's worth a deductible. Ayy. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well out there. In this video, we're going to be picking up on the Rihanna ASAP Rocky story. We all know that over the weekend that their house was unfortunately shot up by a crazed, deranged Bible thumper by the name of Ivanna Ortiz, who had been posting online for months, dissing Rihanna, basically saying that Rihanna was throwing energy at her, stopping her from making money, and overall fucking up her life in however ways possible, right? She was online posting videos, talking about all of these different things that were happening. She said she went and bought stock in Ulta so that when she goes to shop in the store, she could no longer be receiving the negative energy that Rihanna was throwing in her direction. They revealed that she also had some negative things to say about Cardi B, Kim Kardashian, and numerous other celebrities that are out there. She was definitely way in too deep. Okay. But now the plot is continuing to thicken, right? So initial reports stated that Rihanna and her children were inside the house when this shooting took place, right? If you're familiar with the property or have seen anything regarding the property, there is a large gate, and it's not your standard gate. It's like a solid gate that you would have to literally walk through in order to get to the street area. They have videos of Rihanna engaging with fans on the street. I may pull it up so you could get an idea of what it is I'm talking about if you haven't already seen it. But that gate was literally riddled with bullets, right? And they said that Rihanna was inside the house when the shooting took place. But now reports are saying that Rihanna and ASAP Rocky were on the property and they weren't in the house. They're saying that they were literally inside of an Airstream trailer that's on the property when the shooting took place. And this trailer actually has bullet holes in it. So they were actually closer to the danger than initially reported, which means that shit could have really went bad from this woman showing up unexpectedly at their home and basically doing a drive-by shooting in broad daylight and trying to flee in her fucked up Tesla. I can only imagine how they feel as a family unit, how traumatic that experience has to be. Y'all just chilling, having a good time, just doing y'all thing, and the next thing you know, you're hearing bullets firing from a fucking AR-15 semi-automatic rifle. And then it's in your direction, and then the fucking trailer y'all are in, the windows have been pierced. Like, ain't no fucking way, dog. Homegirl need to go down for life. Now, she is on attempted murder charges. We're gonna have to see how they handle her in the system. But Shawty need to get the fuck on. Okay? That's how I see it. Now, I saw plenty of people that were basically saying, sounds like she's dealing with schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, all of these different things. And I am empathetic to all of those things. I sympathize with people who have mental health issues, especially mental health diagnoses of that sort. But when you do some shit like that, all that goes out the window. Lock their ass up. I'm sorry. It's not okay. Okay. But let's get to it. So here we have this update from Megan Cuniff. She states Ivanna Ortiz, accused of firing an AR-style rifle at Rihanna's home as she was inside with A$AP Rocky and their 3 children, has been charged with 14 crimes: attempted murder, 10 counts of assault with a firearm, and 3 counts of shooting at an inhabited dwelling. All right? So 14 all in total. We've got a press conference here that she uploaded late in the evening last night. Let's go ahead and see what they're talking about here.
Today I'm here to announce the charges that have been filed against Ivanna Ortiz, a 35-year-old woman from Orlando, Florida, in connection with the case in which she has now been arraigned. And by the way, that arraignment date has now been continued to March 25th. The charges that have been filed against Ms. Ortiz include 1 count of attempted murder, 10 felony counts of assault with a semi-automatic firearm, and 3 felony counts of shooting at an inhabited dwelling or camper. Any charges that have been filed, as I've said very often, are just that. They are not the evidence that we are presenting in court. That evidence will be presented in court at the appropriate time, at which point we intend to convict Ms. Ortiz of all the charges which have been leveled at this point beyond a reasonable doubt to either a judge or a jury. But summarizing the allegations that exist so far, on March 8th at approximately 1:20 p.m., Ms. Ortiz is accused of driving up to the residence of Rihanna, at which point she fires from her semi-automatic weapon multiple times at the residence. In that residence, Rihanna was there with her partner, her 3 children, her mother, and 2 staff people, representing 8 of the 10 of the counts of dealing with an assault with a semi-automatic firearm. In addition, Ms. Ortiz is accused of firing at a neighboring residence that had 2 additional individuals. That is why there are 10 felony counts of assault with a semi-automatic firearm. And there are 3 felony counts of shooting at inhabited dwellings. There are actually 2 dwellings at Rihanna's residence. There's a Airstream camper in which 2 individuals were located, as well as a house on that property, and then there was the neighboring property. That is why there are 3 felony counts of shooting at an inhabited dwelling or camper. What happened after Ms. Ortiz shot at these various residences and people is that she then traveled through Beverly Hills, eventually ending up in Sherman Oaks. And then at that point, within hours, she was arrested. I very much want to appreciate and publicly thank both the Los Angeles Police Department and the Beverly Hills Police Department for their very quick, timely, and prompt actions leading to the arrest of Ms. Ortiz on these charges. Ms. Ortiz, if and when convicted of these charges, is facing up to life in state prison. Her bail has been set by the court at $1,875,000. And part of the reason I wanted to convey this message is as follows. I want everyone to understand in this county that you should absolutely feel safe in your residence and in your neighborhood and in your community. That safety is something we will work incredibly hard to protect. And when an individual comes into our community and decides to shoot it up, that individual will be arrested and held fully accountable for her actions. In this case, and in all cases in which it affects similar situations throughout our county. Again, the message is very simple and very clear. Come into this county from Florida, come into this county from anywhere in this county, and we will arrest you, we will prosecute you, and we will punish you if you want to engage in shooting at inhabited dwellings, at people, or in any similar circumstance. I'll now take some questions.
How did you get the gun?
That is under investigation.
What 2 people were inside the Airstream?
The two people that were inside the Airstream were Rihanna and her partner, Rakim Mayers.
That's crazy, man. So that was literally Rihanna and ASAP inside the camper on the property. I guess the children were in the house with Rihanna's mom and the nanny or whoever else was there. That's crazy as fuck. Just imagine. They probably needed some private time. Yeah, they'll be working on no fourth. But that's some crazy shit, man. Ooh. They say she facing life, 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 life. Yeah, go ahead, get comfortable in that motherfucker. Get real comfortable in that motherfucker. I ain't trying to make light of the situation, but that's what really needs to happen. Go ahead and convict her ass, lock her up, throw away the key. And real talk, while we here, since we talking about it, let's just think about had this been a black person that shot that motherfucker up, how she might have been killed upon discovery rather than taken in to police custody after doing some shit like that. Being found with an AR-15 on your person or in your vehicle. Let's talk about that part too. They offering you life, or they saying you could face up to life, but somebody could have easily lost their motherfucking life if they didn't have the complexion for protection. Now, I know she's Hispanic, but I'm just saying.
The actual locations of each bullet is still under investigation. I'm not added security for the Oscars itself. I'm not able to comment one way or the other. LA-based celebrities should not be any additionally worried because of this, in large part because of the response of the police. The incredibly timely, prompt response of the police on this sends that message to any person that is even thinking of using a gun in this community, that they face arrest, prosecution, and punishment for those type of actions.
Can you give the details of the protective order?
So the details of the protective order is a stay-away protective order dealing with Rihanna, Rakim Mayers, the neighbors, the property, and any work addresses or any type of contact between this defendant, Ms. Ortiz, and these various individuals. I'm sorry, say one more time. So the motivation for Ms. Ortiz is under full investigation. Law enforcement will be looking at any videos on social media and any additional evidence that they can uncover to both understand her motivation and why she did these particular acts.
We got time for one or two more.
I'm sorry? The evidence that the law enforcement is in the process of gathering all evidence of motivation, any connections between the defendant and Rihanna, if any so exists, or why this particular defendant decided to open up and shoot her semi-automatic rifle on the afternoon of March 8th.
Any idea why that second?
Do you have any clear concerns that she was planning another shooting somewhere else, that she had those 30 rounds of ammo, something with rifles?
There's no additional evidence that she's planning to shoot anyone else, but that is under investigation as well.
All right, folks. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much.
All right. So that is the presser about what's going on with Lisette, or Ivanna Ortiz, excuse me. Facing attempted murder, 10 counts of assault with a firearm, and 3 counts of shooting at an inhabited dwelling. Okay? Now, we know that ASAP and Rihanna, unfortunately, were closer to the situation than originally reported. We thought everybody was inside the home, but they were actually in the camper. That camper was, unfortunately, shot as well. So here we actually have photo of the Airstream camper that they were inside. And you can see 3 areas here in that windshield that are circled detailing bullet holes, man. That's some scary shit, bruh. Oh, I could only imagine what they were feeling in that moment. And I can only imagine how they're feeling right now. I'm sure ASAP want to shoot some shit up. Yeah, I mean, I gotta be honest. They're saying that they've left the property since then, which I think is the smartest thing to do. Um, but we now have Ivana's cousin coming out, or a family member coming out and speaking on Miss Ortiz, her mental state, and basically saying that her family has been intervening and, having some trouble dealing with her for a while. I've seen reports that she was previously Baker acted and stripped of custody of one her child or something like that because of her mental health. So of course, this is something she's been dealing with for a while. So here the young lady's name and everything is blinked out. But a statement here says, I want to start off by saying I'm so sorry for Rihanna and her family. It's a tragedy. I'm so grateful that Rihanna and her family are so divinely protected and didn't get injured physically. I'm sure mentally it took a toll on them, of course. It breaks my heart to know how scary that must have been for them and how violated they must feel. Yes, Ivana is my cousin. It saddens me to see the comments and messages from strangers about her family and friends. We have a very supportive and caring family, and we did our best. Mental health is real. It's so sad. She wasn't always this way. Our family tried to help in all the ways you can. We continue to pray for her mental health. She was in a very bad car accident. There is proof of GoFundMe created. And ever since then, she was struggling with her mental health. She was a completely different person before that. None of us knew she would do this. Our apologies on behalf of the whole family. We are all so sorry this happened to the ASAP Rocky and Rihanna family. So they're claiming that a car accident took place. Now, I don't know where this car accident took place or when, but she's claiming that her mind hasn't been functioning the same since this took place. We got another one here that says, I had to say something because now I am getting messages, etc., of people just going in. Understandable that she did a terrible act. However, she wasn't always like this. Mental health issues are to be taken seriously. We all took her mental health seriously and did what we could do as a family. I do feel so sad for everyone involved, and I don't take it lightly what happened either. It was an act of violence, and that's not okay. I do hope she gets better, and I hope that Rihanna and her family can heal from this traumatic event. I do wish everyone knew the version of her that I knew. She was so accomplished and had such a beautiful spirit, funny, fun, a good mom, a good member of the community, creative, considerate, and loving. I cannot stress enough. People have to take their mental health seriously. In a state of delusion, you can really think things are so real when they aren't. Listen to your loved ones when they're trying to tell you that you need help. It's to be learned from. This last screenshot on the bottom right says her family is most likely aware. However, when you are over the age of 18, you cannot force treatment on someone only for very specific reasons. Then even once someone is stable, they have to make the decision to continue to take their medication. This other person says, so true. I've dealt with this for years with my brother. Your hands are tied unless you go through probate, which is a long drawn out process. So I guess the cousin then butts in and says, I'm her cousin. And yes, thank you, because I've been trying to explain this to people. Okay. So it's really hard to keep people in mental facilities against their will over the age of 18, which people out there who have experienced these things probably know a bit about that. Just unfortunate. And ultimately, what's most unfortunate is that she had such ease of access to an AR-15 semi-automatic rifle. I don't know, did she drive across the country and do this shit? Must have. You know what I'm saying? The fact that it was just so easy for her to obtain it, so easy for her to do it in the blink of an eye, and so easy for her to keep her life when discovered. it's all crazy, man. And I do just want to say, anybody out there dealing with, any mental health issues, violent ideations or anything like that, man, definitely go seek help. Don't be embarrassed to do so. Don't let your pride, your ego get in the way of that shit, man. Go get yourself some help and see what people can offer you. You know what I'm saying? And for anybody on the receiving end of that, you know what I'm saying, don't feel like you obligated to endure that shit. Help where you can, but if not, protect yourself. Self-preservation is the most important and paramount thing, because you can't help nobody if you're not here to help yourself. All right? I say that from experience and as a spectator. Let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider. I will see y'all on the next one. Y'all be good out there, man. Peace.
Yeah, family over fame in this bitch, yeah. The glory of living righteous is setting in. My street knowledge and education's a perfect blend. Young mogul, independent, I've been setting trends. The first one from my family to be faithfully wed. Fuck niggas and the horses that they riding on. I see this shit from all angles like a polygon. I'm never politicking, the drama be piling on. Father and great son acknowledged like I'm Bobby Bonds. Conversation with my lady about the paper route. 5 sit bank accounts, every day I make it count. They down talking my commentary for hating now. Well, I can take it cause I'm bodying your favorite now, please. I can do this shit in my sleep. I been writing for these niggas, y'all read it and weep. I been fighting these niggas if you speak on the street. I turn your birthday party into New Year's Eve, don't let me take it there. We ain't playing fair, this the ATL. Southside nigga moving furniture like Wayfair. Life on hold, no insurance for your healthcare. Lifeline gone, so you wanna be a millionaire? Well, let me tell you about this world I built. The women I dodged, the niggas that I read for filth. The sympathy